Right, hopefully we got that sorted this time round. Welcome back, and yeah, I do apologise for the things earlier, but though we are ready, we're currently in warm-up, ready to go for the race for round 2 here in Bahrain. Round 2 of the Formula SAL Championship. On Square here with James Smith.
Hello, pleasure to be here.
Yeah, let's have a look at the champion figures again. Like I said, right, Anthony, if you're watching this, ignore this, pay attention to this. If you're actually seeing it on screen, I don't know if you're actually seeing it on screen, but still. Pay attention to the trivia. Pay attention to the trivia, not the things about it, okay? And that goes for everyone. Okay, now let's get this show on the road. So let's start off with the qualifying order. So it's Spirit Chef who's on pole position, correct me if I'm wrong. James? James! James, please come in.
Hello, sorry, my internet just had an absolutely massive die.
Right, so Spirit Chef's on pole position, correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I think it's Voznica on pole position.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that because he was mega fast.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Voznica on pole position at this moment in time. Where is he? And oh!
Well, you couldn't have gone to him at a better time. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, but I doubt people will see it on stream because their stream is going to be a massive die right now.
Yeah, no, it's there, don't worry. But yeah, I think Jan Voznica, we don't have to look any further than him to win this race. You know, he dominated Melbourne. I don't see any reason why he can't do it here.
They just said it, but it's literally like 4 frames per second, like you say.
Yeah, it's just warm-up stuff, don't worry.
No, it's just the broadcast stuff.
Well, yeah, but the punt itself is warm-up stuff. But yeah, 27 laps of this race, which means strategy is going to be very open. And if we see anybody on the super soft tyre, they're on an aggressive strategy. Tyres are gone within 5 laps. Unless you are some sort of tyre management expert, you're going to really struggle in them past that point. So it's probably going to be a lot of soft, medium-soft strategies, maybe a couple medium, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see with the strategy because the undercut is worth quite a lot at this circuit.
Yeah. So I'm going to put a bit now. Woznica to win the race. You?
I'm going to say Jan Voznica to win the race. Spirit Chef will come in second, and I think it's going to be Massi Emiliano Riboli who finishes third due to a collision between the guys in front of him because he's also got good consistency. So my money is on him to round out that podium. But the top 2, I think it's going to be pretty comfortable for them.
Yeah, so looking at the paces in warm-up at the moment, you would say that Spirit Chef will definitely be at the front. And Bottas is actually doing well. Well, actually, I don't know. I really don't know. 2.8 seconds off the pace. This dedicated Squire engine is not going well for the NRW, I'll tell you that much.
No. But yeah, it was Spirit Chef who was on provisional pole for the majority of the session until Voznica on his final flying lap stole pole by almost half a second in an absolutely phenomenal lap. And if he can get a clean start, which is going to be tough because Bahrain, you have a lot of long straights, a lot of places to overtake, but that means, of course, a lot of the corners are quite slow. You're going fast into slow. Turn 1 is going to be a bottleneck scenario instance there within the first few laps. Also, turns 9 and 10, tightest corners on the circuit. A lot of misjudgments happening there. We saw it in lights with Sid Kumar, who was split unround, and that caused the pile up. Yeah. So, might well do the same here.
Yep, Jacob Reed is currently leading at the front at this moment in time in practice. 1/10 in front of Spirit Chef, but the rest of the field is more than 1 second behind.
Yeah, Reed's starting to get a little bit further down than he might have expected, and he might have wanted, but he's got good consistency, so we'll see if he can climb his way through.
Yeah, we'll see how he cuts his way through on this track. 3 minutes left in warm-up, so you know what, we're going to go for a break and we'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back to round 2 here in Bahrain. We're just getting ready for the formation lap. And unfortunately, Joe Gillett is unfortunately out of the race because, well, mismatch. So that's a rip for Joe. When you say, James?
Yeah, just apparently didn't see the ping for it, so obviously they've had over time to get that patch installed, so unfortunately that means we're down to 14 points before the lights even go out.
Yeah, that's a low turnout for the new league. But though, nevertheless, we carry on. So, yeah, drivers are going out on their formation lap now. So, let's just show through the grid. So, James, if you'd like to do the honours.
Thank you. So, on pole position by almost half a second was Jan Vujnicka's Driller's esports car Automobilista. At the end of qualifying, sticks that car as high up the grid as can. Second place, Alexei Spirichev. He'll be looking to get a good start and leapfrog his rival at the start. Then it's Jamie Tatui, followed by Jason Ho on the second row. In the third row, we have Peter Agapov and Massimiliano Riboli. Riboli is my bet for the final podium place as long as he keeps it out of the walls. Seventh place, Ryan Mazumda got pole in the lights race, crashed out on the formation lap. He'll be looking for some redemption today. And he's got Jeff Closer for company on the fourth row. Fifth row, Jake Dennehan, the Excenza, making his debut alongside Jacob Reed in 10th. 11th place, Eddie Batars. 12th place, Stefano Grassi. 13th is Alex Hallows Ozone. And 14th, rounding out the grid, is Tobias Kress.
Yep, and just know there won't be any bias in this race for the next hour or so. None whatsoever. Okay, there will be bias. You're going for Accenture. I'm going for NRWO, of course.
Well, of course, because we are team owners. I mean, we'll try to hide it, but it's probably going to reveal itself at some point.
Yeah. Below, yeah, good stuff so far. Below, I would say Wozka to win the race.
Yeah, my money's on Wozniak. Dominated Melbourne, pole win, everything. So I can't see why they would be any different. But it's much easier to pass on Bahrain. There's a lot more straights, a lot more tight corners. It's gonna be quite hard to pull away. But if he can pull away, he might well have the race wrapped up.
Yeah, and just in case you didn't see it, the Sen is Jason Ho nearly tapping Tehuti in the back wheel there as they go around to put their cars on the grid. So, how many laps is it? I just need to check. It's
27 laps.
27 laps. So that's good for just under an hour, to be fair. So let's have a look at so everyone lining up on the grid. Jan Wozka on the right, Spirichev on the left. 14 cars, 27 laps. What could possibly go wrong? Well, everything, to be honest. So, yeah.
Watch the lights race, you'd know.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Spirichev has jumped to start as we go away here in Bahrain. Yeah, and Wozka will take the initiative there. Spirichev will undoubtedly have a penalty, and Spirichev nearly is actually surrendering his top second place with Tehuti and also Vagabov. And as they go out of the first couple of corners, no possible contacts whatsoever. Oh God, we already got accidents at the back. Let's see what's happening there. Dear. It looks like between Jason Ho.
It's one of the AFPs. I think it's. I think I might be involved.
No, it's Jason Ho and Jeff Closer.
And Jeff Closer. Okay, so they got tangled together. Yeah, everyone got through turn 1 nice and safely, but Spirichev, absolute nightmare start. Jumping the start and then losing the place to Tehuti's GGP. Not the start he wanted, and that's perfect for Wozniak. He has an initiative to get away now. And
now is Spirichev is actually going to receive, I believe, is it a drive-through or stop-go penalty? We'll have to wait and see.
It'll probably be a drive-through penalty, I think, which is very bad for him. I mean, he probably has 3 laps to serve it. He'll probably want to serve it on the last lap, build a gap to the guys he's going to end up behind, so that he gets more positions than he would be losing if he pits now. But yeah, nightmare start for him.
Yeah, nightmare start for him. So Wozka in prime position to win this race. Tehuti behind him in second place as we go across the line now for the first lap done.
Sorry just to interrupt you there. Dinahan and Mazumda are side by side. Dinahan's had a fantastic start to this race. He's gained 3 places trying to defend from Ryan Mazumda coming into turn 1. You could just see them in the background. There's a move here for 3rd place as well.
And oh, look at Ribbley and Dehaen just tapped themselves out. But that's a game place for Dehaen. That's good for you.
Riboli's managed to keep that car spinning, managed to not get it beached or get it stalled, and now he's under pressure here, the Excentra driver.
Go on, Edges. Try and get past Hallows. No, not close enough yet. But meanwhile, let's go back up the front. It's Waska still leading ahead of Tehote, ahead of Spirit Chef, ahead of Vagapov. He still needs to go to the pits, Spirit Chef.
Yes, he does. And crucially, Vojtica, even though it's not been activated yet, he's already managed to pull a 1 second gap to Tehuti. So that means he's broken the DRS, and that means that Tatui will not be getting that advantage down the straight. So Vojtica really advantage him now.
Yeah.
Keep it out of the walls.
Yeah, we've already had 3 people in the pit. We had Grassley, we had Closer, and I believe Jacob Breed in the pits as well. So that's their race is kind of ruined.
Well, it's what you'd expect at Bahrain. Lots of slow corners at the start. Lots of cars close together.
Oh, dear.
Made it through to... Oh, that's off the circuit. That's Jake Danahan's Excentra. He rejoins just behind the Spectre. That's for... I think he's dropped down to 10th place now.
Yeah, and Ribley is actually going to try and get past Batas. And Batas actually... Oh, careful, Edges, careful!
Almost runs into the back of the car ahead of him. That gives Massimiliano Riboli the opportunity. And I think he might just get this one done. He hasn't got the slipstream though. He needs to maybe tuck into the rear wing of Eddie.
And yeah, just passes him with just about ease. No time for Batas to actually go for the switch back there. So he's down, I believe, in 8th place.
It's often better to go just for the outside line because it's such a twisty section there. It's often just better to hold your line. Getting the switchback's quite difficult. And it's cost him big time there. He's now down to 8th place.
Yeah, so let's go back up the front to see what's happening on that point. And Waska nearly spun. He nearly spun on that section, but he needs to go and get past Reed, which Reed does. So well done to him. Tehote is actually losing ground now towards Wazdaka, so we'll see what happens from that point on. Meanwhile,
well, if you're Tatui, you know that the car behind you has a drive-through penalty, so I think he just has to be calm and composed. He's seeing Vojtica take off, and when that happens, you often panic and try to catch up with them, and then, of course, you speak calm and composed. We're looking for the battle force. It's his 5th place. We're looking at Alex Hallows, another great start from him, keeping it out of trouble just ahead of the valet car of Massey. Yeah,
and don't forget the RWO of Batas catching up towards these two. Batas is only temporary driver today. He's actually temporarily replacing Gerard Shirizviak, I forgot what his name is, but who's replacing Anthony Nickpon permanently at the NRWO. After
here comes Massey. Sorry to cut you off there with the DRS wide open. He's cleared Alex Hallows before they even get to the braking zone. That's Massey up at 5th place.
That's a brilliant overtake from Ribley, I had to say on that point. So Batas will now try and catch up to Hallows if he can. And oh no, not unfortunately, no.
Hallows driving very conservatively so far. We saw it in the lights race, very conservative driving on his end, so I think Eddie's going to be all over his rear wing by the time they get to the next DRS zone, which we're looking at right now as Jan Vojnica laps his 2nd car of the race.
Yeah, and Anthony, thank you very much. Yeah, I am very aware that the stream has 10 frames per second. I am very, very aware. So moving on. Mazumda nearly spinning out there. Just keeping an eye on what is happening.
Yeah, he's reserving for GP today after, well, one of the cars wasn't able to make the start. Mazumda, I don't think that's a permanent seat. I think it's just a reserve seat for the time being as we're looking at Vojtica starting his 5th lap of the race. Completely dominant so far.
Utterly dominant from him so far, yeah.
It's a big lock-up from Jeff Closer, though, just behind. And yeah, He's got a He's got an over 5 second gap.
Sorry to interrupt you. Battas is actually going to have an overtake. Have a look at Hallows on the outside, perhaps. No, he doesn't.
He's got to hold his line, but he's gone for the switchback again, and once again, it's not quite propelled. He'll get a good run out of turn 2 and 3, though. He has a nice one up to turn 4 up the hill, and now will he go for the inside or the outside line? Depends where Hallows goes.
Oh, shuts the door. Shuts the door.
And yet, just Hallows placing his car exactly where he needs to, and he holds on to that place coming into sector 2. Very hard to overtake in the next few corners. Eddie's Battars will have to wait until around turn 11, which is when the next DRS zone is. Then he'll be able to overtake that ozone car again. But he could just see Massimiliano Rabada just taking off into the distance.
Yeah.
He's turn 9 and 10 now. If he gets a good run out of here, he'll have the DRS down towards turn 11. He's wide open now. He's got to sit in the slipstream. It's hard to pass at this corner, though, because it's quite a fast one for the end of a DRS zone, and Hallows is just too far in front as they got to the corner, and he maintains 6.
Oh, yes!
But when we get to the... Oh, he's gone off! He's gone off! He's made contact with him there, and yeah, obviously the jubilation
Who?
on there as he sees his driver get past.
Who's gone off?
No, I mean, Hallows went off the circuit there. I mean, I'm a few seconds behind you.
Hallows didn't go off the circuit. That's the thing. Hold on, let me just have a look at that replay again.
I think he got a snap of oversteer or something on acceleration and got passed on the right hand side by Eddie. I'll have to check it as we see here. But I think he just got a bit of a tank slapper on exit. Here we'll see.
Oh, Jesus.
And yes, he does make a mistake there.
And not only that, yeah. Not only does it make a mistake, but if I have a look what has just happened to Hallows just then. Oh yes, Hallows has been spun off, and Dennehan has actually gone past. So that's something.
Hallows has gone off. Yeah, that was a bit opportunistic on Eddie. I think he was just too far back going into the corner. Eddie, of course, not anticipating that, so he's going to take his normal racing line, ramming into the side pod of that car. So that's Hallows down to 8th place now. Still a respectable performance. He's got a good gap behind, quite a close one up ahead, so it's not all race over for him just yet.
Hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait, what has happened to...
Vosdika's down to 5th, Jan Vosdika's down to 5th place
4th.
as well.
4th, you mean? 4th. So let's see what happened to Jan then. He was leading while this battle was going on.
Well, he's been in complete control all race. It's been lights to flag, no problems whatsoever for Jan Vosdika.
Right,
it's all gone wrong.
Right. Can I go back a few seconds? Who is Francis Papa on the stream? Who is Francis Papa in the comments section?
I think he's going to have a mistake at turn. It's going to be in sector 3 here, either this one or the next corner.
So let's see what happened. Oh, he's gone for a pit stop, sorry.
Oh, he's pitted. Okay, so we've completely missed that. Oh, he was on the super soft tyre. No wonder. He was on the softest tyre. So of course that has the hardest wear rate, and he's pitted. That's fine. That's very called for from him. So no actual driver error. He's just gone for a more aggressive strategy, which of course promotes Spirichev, Vagapov and Tatui upper position. He's come out in 4th place, Jan Vosdika. We're looking at Jake Dennehan harassing the back of Eddie Battars. This is for 6th place in this race as we come into the middle part of sector 2 now. And this is Ron's driver up against my driver, so no love lost.
Do I? Oh my god! Right. My stream is practically a PowerPoint, as many people say. So, do you want me to just cancel the stream outright?
We've got a battle going on for 8th place right now between Alex Hallows and Jason Ho. If you cut to that.
So, which battle you were talking about just now?
Battle for 8th, Alex Hallows and Jason Ho. They are literally...
Meanwhile,
sector 3, here you go. as Denahan's overtaking Eddie Battars on the inside, and it's a carbon copy of what Mass did to Alex Hallows. He's run a little bit deep, but he's able to get the traction that he needs, and now if he can break the toe, but Eddie's coming back, and he's got a great exit, and Denahan immediately goes defensive.
Go on!
Here comes Eddie Battars to the outside.
No! No! Oh!
Yeah, exactly. Oh my word!
Yeah! Come on! Come on! Come on, Eddie!
He's able to hold on around the outside of turn 4, but now it's so side through those corners and he's unable to do so. That's Jake Denahan up to 6th place as Eddie locked up through turn 8 as well.
There's another chance again. Another chance again at the hairpin, perhaps. No.
No, it's impossible to overtake it. Turn 10.
Oh!
It's too tight. Oh! It's a bit of a tack slapper there from Denahan, and Eddie Battars is in the slipstream coming into turn 11. And no, he just decided to sit in behind. Probably the sensible on the start-finish straight, which is where it's more powerful. Through sector 3 now, through the fast corners into 4th gear 1 now. All looking smooth from both drivers. And yet Jason Ho, we kind of saw it for a split second, was able to get past Alex Hallows at the final it was. He managed to get past. But we're looking at the battle for 6th place right now between Jake Denahan and Eddie Battars.
It's now separated now, so nothing much to come out of that now.
He's within DRS range, so he'll catch him coming into the corner, but I doubt we will see a lunge, as you said, as now we have closer to the front. Stefano Grassi just ahead of, that is Tobias Kress, I believe.
Yeah, and Jacob Reed.
Jacob Reed, yeah, he's on a march, on a comeback drive. DRS down the straight past the grid, used in its life. He's going to go for it in turn 11. And it's pretty well executed from him. The driller's car back up into 12th position.
11th.
I think it's 12th.
It says 11th.
It's 11th, okay. My thing's telling me different, but whatever. It is what it is.
It is what it is, yes it is.
Oh, that's, I know this is on the right. That'll be why it's for 11th. Alex Hallows is out of this race.
Oh, bugger, yeah.
We've completely missed that. Has he crashed out or something? I don't know what's happened to him. But his car is currently in the pit lane, motionless, and he's out.
And that's why. That's why
he
just spins out, but doesn't crash out.
He spins out, and then I think he's just had enough.
And
so that's Alex Hallows out of the race, and that's off yet the Spectre, as you said.
Yeah.
Bit of a lull in the action. However, I will say Jan Woznica is closing up to Vagapop very, very quickly. He's just done a 129.7 on that lap, and Vagapop on his last lap 33.1. Woznica almost over 3 seconds faster, so he's going to probably go for a move very shortly on him. Woznia's got past at turn 8, actually. You can see just in the background, he's got ahead. He's up into 2nd place, making the alternate strategy work. So just one more car he needs to overtake now, and he'll be back into the race lead. However, it's an 8-second gap up ahead.
Oh, and Ridley's gone off. But meanwhile, how is Bottas so further ahead? How is Bottas further ahead? We'll have to see what happens there as Smith goes away from his mic for a bit. Then we'll have a look what happened from that point on. And that's why. And that is why. Jesus Christ. So Bottas is now up into 4th position. We don't know what will happen from that point on. Spirit Chef, oh, just going past Grassi. We're on lap 10 out of 27. What do you mean change? Do you want me to... Because I don't know, right? I don't know. Can we just thank Tom for putting me in this position?